Coach Mack, and I'm back, wanting for you to be, do, and have more of what you really want in your life. We've just wrapped up our relationship tip series of 7 distinctions to help improve relationships. And I want to take that just a little bit farther. This is not a distinction, but this is just a relationship tip. There are only two ways that people learn how to treat you. One is what you teach them. The other is what you let them get by with. And if people are not treating you like you want to be treated, the first place we need to look is, 1, what have you taught them? And 2, what have you let them get by with? Again, in an earlier example, I talked about respecting people and how I have a standard that says I'm nice to people, and I set a boundary related to that standard which says I don't yell at you, you don't yell at me. So what if you're yelling at me? What have I taught you? Well, I haven't taught you not to yell at me. What have I let you get by with? I've let you get by with yelling at me. How do I want to address that? Well, I need to teach you the way that I want to be treated. I need to come to you and I say, when you get upset and you raise your voice, I know that we have to work through difficult things from times, but when you get upset and raise your voice like that, it really bothers me, and I don't deal well with it. Could you please modify that behavior? Could you please stop raising your voice like that so that we can go ahead and work together and take care of business, take care of this issue, take care of our relationship? And so I start trying to teach you how to treat me. Now, if we've had a relationship where you've been doing this same behavior over and over for a period of time, it's unfair of me to think that I can teach you that in one lesson. I have to remind you of that. I have to have a period of time where you can modify your behavior. Generally speaking, the way your brain operates, it takes between 6 and 18 months. 6 and 18 months for a new behavior to become automatic in the face of stress, fatigue, or novel situations that you haven't encountered before. So teaching someone a new behavior can take a good deal longer than when you meet a new friend and you teach them how you want to be treated to start with. The other thing here is that once we let someone get by with that same behavior over a period of time, it becomes a habit. And habits, as we know, are hard to break, hard to change. In looking at the teaching versus letting you get by with, if I'm teaching you how I want to be treated, and you don't follow through, you don't comply with that, you don't treat me how I'm trying to teach you, then I have to determine, is it because you can't or because you won't? If there's some circumstance that is part of your makeup to where you can't learn what I'm teaching you, then I might choose to tolerate that type of behavior from you because you can't help it. On the other hand, if you're making a choice, and I know that you could learn to change your behavior and treat me like I want to be treated, but you simply don't do that, then I have to decide, how long am I going to continue trying to teach you the way I want to be treated? And at what point do I either choose to tolerate that or diminish the relationship, to turn down the volume of our relationship, or perhaps to end our relationship? Now that can be very difficult. And again, if you're working with people who respect you, a lot of times you can work this and it does work out. If you're in a situation that is abusive or perhaps is more complicated than you can figure out, teaching someone how to treat you may not work. And so you're back at that point of making the decision. Do I want to tolerate this? Do I want to continue the relationship? Again, that can be difficult. And again, we're looking to engage this type of teaching in a relationship where there is respect, where there is a sense of love and care for each other. If that love and care is not present, then that becomes a different situation altogether. I hope that this has been helpful for you. If you liked the series, please subscribe to my channel and leave feedback. Please like the series, like the videos. If you have any questions or feedback you'd like to leave, I will certainly pay attention to that and get back communicating with you if I can, as soon as I can. And also you can follow me on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. This is Coach Mack, wanting for you to be, do, and have more of what you really